Hi, thanks for taking some time to review the digital onboarding company and platform. Before we dive into the action to see the product working, we'll just go through a little bit of background about the company, the platform, some key features, and how our customers are deploying those key features to drive business value. So at the very high level, our company wakes up every morning and thinks about how can we partner with financial institutions to improve the way they engage with their customers and members, particularly in ways that will improve their P&L. So it's a very broad platform that can address many needs, but we tend to focus on some specific ones first, which are low-hanging fruits and ways to improve your business. To begin with, taking a look at the household relationship account, checking accounts. Banks and credit unions spend over $300 in marketing just to get someone to open up an account, to go through the form process, the background verification, and establish the banking account. But when you look at the numbers, a significant portion of those account openers don't continue on the path to profitability by adopting critical digital services like digital banking, payments, the debit card, direct deposits. A blended rate, 25 to 40% of checking accounts that are opened are closed within the very first year. When you start to dig into those numbers further, that explodes in the digital channel. If someone opens up a checking account on your website in an area where there are no physical branches around their house, we've seen first-year attrition rates north of 90%. So addressing this gap is critical, and it's a profitable endeavor. If someone does complete that path and engage with your digital services, they're 4 times more likely to have chosen your bank or credit union as their primary FI, and as measured by profits, they'll earn you more than $200 every year. So let's zero into some of those critical stops along the path, starting with the debit card. We'll show you in the presentation critical features that are going to make it simple and easy to encourage people to change the debit card that you've issued to be their card on file at a lot of popular recurring payment merchants. Doing that will drive immediate profit for you. By the numbers, for every 1,000 card holders you can switch to have your card be top of wallet, you'll earn $25,000 every year. Continuing further, adopting your mobile app and making sure people take advantage of all the investments you've made in that experience is critical. So making that easy to do will reduce the number of traffic in your branches and reduce your overall overhead for servicing the accounts. 50% of branch visits happen because people are depositing paper checks, which can be done entirely through your mobile app. Next, we'll take a look into how do we get people to adopt critical things like online banking or direct deposits. When you start looking into that user experience, it becomes obvious that some critical sensitive information, like remembering their account number, is critical to complete that step. So providing that key information at the right place and the right time, securely and conveniently, can significantly improve adoption of these services. So when we start to look at how this has worked out in the real world, some early adopters of the platform, some of the KPIs they've followed, the goals they've tried to achieve, like increasing adoption of digital services like online banking, e-statements, direct deposits, or mobile app adoption. And you can see in each of these cases we've seen significant lifts from their previous adoption rates. Once those services are adopted, you have a relationship. You've cemented the checking relationship they asked for. But the onboarding process doesn't stop. It's critical to continue to be front of mind for your user for that when they need additional financial services for their household. And we know this matters looking at the numbers. 1 in 3 of your existing customers are turning to competing institutions for another product that they could get from you. And winning that business is critical in the long term. Someone who uses more than 3 products at your institution are 10 times less likely to switch institutions than someone who just sticks with the one product they opened initially. So we'll show you how we can help. By understanding of all your customers who are in market for other products, how can you be front of mind offering tailored, personalized offers, the right time and the right place? To give you an example of some of the success our clients have had with this, DCU on the left approached single product auto loan holders, a notoriously unengaged segment within their membership. The user bought a car, got a low rate, didn't consider any other service from the institution who gave them that rate. By using the digital onboarding platform, they were able to increase cross-sell from the single product loan relationship into the checking account relationship by 18%. The example in the middle, Alliance Credit Union intercepted all of their members who were applying for mortgages elsewhere with a personalized offer to make sure they knew they could get it from their credit union at a great rate, and got a 33-to-1 gross profit ROI on that single campaign. And on the far right, Certified Credit Union added a digital component to their traditional print credit card cross-sell campaign and doubled results. So we'll be talking through some critical features, some standard ones that are really just table stakes to operate in the digital world. Things like email, text reminders, split testing content, automatically targeting individuals with little effort. And if you're not doing any of those things today, don't worry, we have you covered. But then there's some critical purpose-built services for financial institutions that specifically address a lot of the gaps that you're facing that are different from other businesses. So things like making sure people can navigate the mobile app environment, find your app in the store. I mentioned earlier, delivering sensitive information securely and conveniently at the right time. Payment converters, so making sure your card gets top of wallet, as well as ongoing optimized campaign content data that works for your specific objectives. And most critically, reporting to you exactly what you care about, the objectives that matter to a bank or a credit union. So we'll go over those, but to give you a sense of some of the other critical use cases our clients will address, small business activation and cross-sell is a great way to improve fee-based revenue and overall profit for the bank. 80% of small businesses can't recall the name of their relationship manager, and it's such a profitable segment, it's critical to make sure that these customers stick around. Ongoing education, so making sure you're nurturing that relationship even when the household doesn't need an additional financial services product. Spirit Financial, for example, increased unique users using their credit score service, a helpful service that increases engagement by 15%. Mergers and acquisitions and digital conversions. These are happening all the time within our industry, and every time one bank merges with another, the users of the acquired bank have to learn all the new digital services, and if they don't adopt them, they'll move to another institution. 79% of banking customers found out about their institution's merger through a paper letter. Many people don't check their mail anymore. It's critical to do this digitally. And last but not least, ad hoc campaigns that come up. You can plan it for the future, but ultimately when those plans go awry, having a platform that's nimble to able to notify, change campaigns, educate your customers about the changes is critical. Certified Federal Credit Union turned to the platform during the branch closures of COVID-19 and measured a 15% adoption of their mobile app from the campaign they released within 24 hours using the platform. And then last but not least, critical upsell and cross-sell campaigns. As we mentioned before, deepening that relationship after it's established by moving from a single product to a multi-product household. So this platform is flexible to serve institutions of all sizes. These are some of the logos we work with. Over 50 financial institutions are running this platform today, and they range from small community banks and credit unions all the way up to large national brands like John Hancock Retirement Plan Services and Synchrony Financial. So with that, I'll go right into the product presentation so you can see it in action, but I'll pause here, see if there are any additional thoughts, questions, or comments on some of the background of the company and the platform.